Hello everyone, this is a Greyshot17 here, bringing you another Company of Heroes to replay, brought to you by Lilyville. It's Funds Lilyville, and versing Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I think is a fantastic name. Just, you know, very amusing. Now, this is a 1v1 on Road to Kharkov. If you want to send me a 1v1 through 4v4, go to my Gmore Facebook, locate on my YouTube page, send me that replay, and I will post it if it's good. And, of course, you don't have an AI pop-up. And I don't mean like, oh, in the last 2 minutes of the game. This is like in the first 2 minutes of the game. If it's the last 2 minutes of the game and everyone starts quitting, that's fine. I just hate it when it's like, oh, I won versing these guys, and the people he was versing, they all dropped, except for one. I'm like, no, duh. But in any capacity, I also want to thank my Patreon supporters like Leo, Tim, Sean, and Hercules. Thank you so very much for your awesome support. If you want to support me, but, you know, you just want to help me out, just like and subscribe and just watch my content. That helps me so very much. But in any case, in this 1v1, we have a Vermont player and we have an American player. The United States or Army in this game is comprised out of a lot of great frontline forces that are great with anti-infantry power. They have some great tank destroyers and overall really, I guess, well-defined armor, so the Sherman, that can really go against a lot of different targets. But they have a weakness. Late game armor is the big issue with American. It's late game, and by that means artillery and also just like tanks. The Wehrmacht, on the other hand, has a pretty well supportive function. The problem with them is they lack combat arms to keep fighting on a frontline basis, but they do have a wide range of supportive units. But again, the big thing they have issue with is they don't necessarily have heavy frontline infantry like the Riflemen. The Riflemen, when equipped, can easily beat Grenadiers with bars, stuff like that, or more compatible against them. And let's see, although they have a lot of very good armor, they don't have a very well, this guy does, but natively they don't have a supremely powerful late game tank that's great against infantry, unless you get the Tiger. And look, he got the Tiger, so yeah, that kind of helps that. Also, the Spearhead Doctrine, great for countering early emplacements that the American could place. Nice armor tactician again, or panzer tactician to keep armor alive. Recon's good. Fragmentation's bomb is good against blobs, and Tiger's just a good overall heavy tank. The tank destroyer is the thing he has to worry about. Anyway, in a 1v1, the big thing you also have to worry about is just keeping a nice mobile army. The Americans excel at this extremely well because, again, you can equip them with a lot of riflemen and a lot of very good frontline forces that can just hammer the enemy. MG going in the middle of a dirt road, probably not the smartest idea, as this is negative cover and he can easily be taken out if used correctly. He's not grabbing any smoke, so this MG has the advantage. Just out of range. But let's see now. He has a bunch of frontline infantry versus a bunch of grenadiers, which looks like he's rushing toward the area that there's a lot of enemy forces. Not a bad idea. Again, kind of reinforce, push them back. And by pushing all those guys back, he'll allow him some time to capture this territory and kind of help himself out. Because right now... Oh, you know what? I just realized the American player fucked up. And you can tell he fucked up because he didn't go for this point. Or, yeah, pretty much he didn't go for that center point. If you're wondering, like, hey, Greyshot, why does that matter? You can see here the fuel munitions aren't connected. So because they're not connected, he's not getting it. Because he's not getting it, even though it looked like that the Lily is pretty much has less territory, she actually is getting more resources because it's actually connected, which is really cool. Yeah, so kind of funny, honestly. In a weird sense, I would say. Let's see right now. Let's see, wrecked. You can go heavy cavalry, you can go airborne, you can go armor. Armor would be a mistake, I think, on this map. I think that either you want to go heavy cavalry, because that heavy rangers would, oh my god, would destroy close range Lily's grenadiers, even panzer grenadiers with their Thompsons. And yeah, airborne could be good. Paratroopers could do the same thing with Thompsons, not as effectively, but also they could go long range with LMGs. And the P-47 could easily counter armor, such as the Tiger. You get a Oswin that can counter, but I would say either one of these would be a good weapon. Also, nice grenade, a nice rifle grenade, kind of get him out of the building. Kind of a bad idea to jump that fence, because while under fire, they take a lot more damage when jumping a fence, as a soldier would when you're jumping a 5-foot wooden fence while under fire. It puts you at a little more of a disadvantage to try to jump over it. But in any capacity, looks like he was able to still push up even though that unit retreated. Army-wise, it's about the same, so I'm very curious to see how this battle will go. I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of mobile groups of infantry combating each other, and it's really going to be which one is better equipped and better micro is going to turn the tide. Because right now, riflemen and grenadiers are roughly the same. Riflemen have a slight advantage with firepower, but again, I would say that right now, because the rifle grenade is active for the grenadiers, but they don't have grenades for the riflemen, it's about even. But these grenadiers are doing a pretty damn good job pushing up. I also like his MG on support, rushing behind to help. The riflemen need to get in some cover and also need to kind of have some type of supportive, because right now that MG is going to keep the advantage on the grenadiers. The riflemen do have this mortar, which actually is doing a little bit of damage, but I think he needs to really start focusing on that MG. Though the American mortar is inaccurate, but if it hits, oh man, will that wipe out your squad. So you have to be very careful. Rear echelon kind of just hanging in there, I guess. Let's see, you got yourself a captain, so out of that, I'm assuming you probably, okay, I'm looking at everything you have. Probably a Stewart would be a good idea. I like that idea, or an AT gun. AT might be a good idea to encounter light vehicles. Right now, you're doing a lot front infantry that's really annoying you, so maybe if I was him, I probably would have gone the pack howitzer. Though, if you want to make sure that you're fine against lighter armor, the AT gun is not a bad idea either. Or just, again, use that munitions you have built up and kind of go for the weapon racks. You can get bars and, well, you can get bars and bazookas, which can help counter light armor, such as the scout car. Let's see right now. So he's counterattacking a little bit. Also, upgrading the captain with the bazooka might not be a bad idea. So he's also nice ambulance, kind of heal your guys up. He may be trying to save. Let's see. Oh, god damn it. Now you're wondering, hey, Greyshot, why do you not like Armor Company? Why would you disregard Armor Company? Well, it's very simple. Assault Grens, everyone's like, oh, they're great. I don't like them. I know they can place demos. I know they have flamethrowers. But I just don't like them. I really don't. I don't think they're very good frontline infantry. I really don't. And then, let's see. You got Thompson's great. Because you really want your vehicle crew to be on the front line opening fire. Don't be wrong. In a pinch, it's fine. But think of the cost before opening in a vehicle crew. Not very great. And then we have the Wolverine Tank Destroyer, which I think is a proto-Jackson that can barely hold its own against, let's say, a Panzer IV, let alone anything up hard, like more firepower than that. And then you have the Bulldozer, which is fine against infantry, but I feel like in this scenario, as the American, you already have something good against infantry. It's called a Stewart. Man, nice job, Assault Grens. I'm sorry, not a Stewart, a Sherman. The Sherman is so good, especially with explosive rounds. I don't understand why people are like, I want something even more powerful against infantry. No, you just get a Sherman with explosive rounds. And then the 240 is good against emplacements, but versing a Wehrmacht player, you're not going to be versing all that many emplacements. So, yeah, that's why I think it's a terrible idea. In any case. Let's see. So, the problem right now is, hey, he should probably equip something to fight this scout car, but he doesn't. So right now the scout car is just annihilating everything around him. Scout car is really going against infantry, and with that autocannon, it just shreds infantry, as you can see. And not just that, as they retreat, the scout car, if I can speak and not have a goddamn seizure, can pretty much go down, fire, and mow them down. It's similar to the flame car that the Soviets can do. I've seen a couple scout cars chase down infantry and murder them. Right now it looks like he's getting bars. We got the upgrade finally. Probably should also get the upgrade for grenades and also recap territory, because right now he's not getting really any fuel. He needs to go for this point. I will say this, Lily is doing a fantastic job making sure this point is under Axis control and cutting off American supply lines. Because if he could connect the lines, it would be, something big, but he can't. Lily's doing a great job at actually cutting off supplies and just depleting the American forces over time. So that's a really good strategy. I really like that. Again, using the map to your advantage. Unfortunately, the American player is counterattacking with some better light armor, weaponry, and actually, I was going to say a bar, but no, we have no bars, so not really great against infantry. So we have something versus a light vehicle. Congratulations. Very happy for you. But as you can see, bazooka, not as powerful as you may like. Also, grenade right here would be incredible. Oh, wow, you went double bazooka. Alright. Bazookas are less powerful than a Panzerschreck. They're still very good, but they're not as effective as, let's say, a Panzergrenadier's Panzerschreck fire. Which, let's see here, we have a Pack 40 also in standby, so he's pretty good against light armor. Yeah, okay, so Rex finally got that point, so he has the fuel connected. Congratulations, you got that. But yeah, you're being mowed down by Panzer Grenadier fire and Grenadier fire with the MG42. Very good. Again, using a heavy cover. Captain moving up again by itself. This is something where I don't know why you keep moving up infantry by themselves. You really need to send them in groups. This literally setting up in like nice, like well-organized groups. That's kind of helping mow down the enemy. Actually, can I see rank, or is my thing still? No, I can't. So 48 and 90. Okay, so a lower ranked player, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad player. I literally just had my friend Collateral. If you've seen some of my first-person shooter gameplays or has seen him on streams, he's or even my ARC stuff. He's a great player, but he's new to COH2. He played better than a bunch of 3-star guys on a game we played. So, and again, he's very new to the game, extremely new. But with a little just coordination and some, helpful tactics, he's able to hold his own. Do I think he would be great in a 1v1 like this? Probably not. But, again, even though he was a low player, he still was able to do fine. And maybe he could do well. I don't know. Especially if the other guy is possibly drunk or intoxicated or just, not in the right mindset. Speaking of which, not being in the right mindset, he has a Stewart. Now, I don't mind bringing out Stewart. I think, if you think about it, that might not be a bad tactic. But he's charging an area which we know that there's a Pack 40. Come on, Stewart, get the kill. The Americans could use... There we go. I was going to say, the American player could use a small victory, but the problem is, he messed up. First, the Stewart dying is bad, but it's more costly for... Well, the scout car dying is bad, but the Stewart costs way more. Secondly, you charged with the Pack 40 right there. Third, you charge Grenadiers, getting very close up when you know they have a Panzerfaust ability that does extremely well against a Stewart or light vehicle. It's not going to bounce. I don't know who thinks that it's going to bounce. It won't. And now army-wise, again, we look at just army composition and overall forces, and the American player has significantly less than Lily. Lily has a lot more and a lot more a lot more well-equipped and overall just better forces. So, again, Lily's doing a great job at holding these key points, keeping nice groups of enemies together and countering the enemy a lot harder than the enemy is countering well, him or her. I'm not exactly sure if it's a he or she, but it's countering them. Now, do I think Wrecked is out of this? No, he still has actually quite a bit of manpower, and that's something that unfortunately Lily doesn't have. Also, Panzer IV. While I think this is a very effective medium tank, it's not all powerful. He can still very easily be countered by enough bars and also, well, bazooka fire, and also we look here, there's still AT grenades. I still think Wrecked should go for grenades. I feel like that is something that really would help. Also, coordinating with a lot more infantry coming up at the same time. Because you can see we have a Grenadier over here. Nice job dodging out mortar, by the way. And a Grenadier squad over here. So he's actually microing a lot of his units very well to kind of hit him from multiple angles. Mortar, unfortunately, getting quite a lot of damage on those guys, bringing them down to low health. Get in the building. You should be fine once you get in the building. There we go. And you get out of the building. Oh, to dodge. Okay, now retreating from the mortar. Again, that mortar, very good when it hits. When it hits. Now, let's see. We do have a Panzer IV, and I'm not seeing a lot of AT. I think the American players should get some type of, you know, anti-tank gun or something along those lines. I know he has the 270 manpower. Was it 57 millimeter? I think it's 57 millimeter, right? Yeah, 57 millimeter tank gun. The reason I was pulling up this one is the German player got it, and so far it's doing pretty damn good. Why it's something like around the 10-minute mark you want AT gun. Even earlier for scout vehicles and light vehicles you want something. If you don't, or you don't have a teammate that really focuses on that, it could really screw you in the long run. Okay, so now he's getting an AT gun. The problem with him as well, with Wrecked, is that he doesn't have... he doesn't have the major unlocked. So right now, he can't really go for this. I'm assuming he might go for a Wolverine. That might work if he can use his infantry well, which I have not seen at all. But if he could use his infantry well, he could take out the Panzer IV. We shall see. We shall see. I don't think he will. Again, I think right now Wrecked is showing that, unfortunately, yeah. Why are you sending one unit to go fight a Panzer IV? Especially in this area. Again, I also like how he's being very aggressive in this area. But Lily's just not going to simply allow you to, you know, take this area back and rush up on the Panzer IV. Just straight on. That's not going to happen. Also, I love how literally you moved your guy next to a bunch of red barrels. Which, again, I love how in COH2, or like, no, not COH2, in any game, it's like, the red barrel always explodes. Why? No one's 100% sure. I think it's just because they think gasoline's in it, and it just blows up. But it's now just a common staple. Okay, so yeah, he did get the Wolverine. Nice Panzerfaust ability, but unfortunately not enough to weaken its engine. Oh, wow, Wolverine. I think it's using special armor-piercing rounds. Or, no, that's Vet 1. Never mind. Wow. It took out the Panzer IV. I give you credit. Congratulations. And he actually might... Yeah, he did. He killed the Pioneer Squad. Hot dog. He actually did something. Wolverine rushing away. Probably going this way would be better, because if you go this way, he's just going to walk up and Panzerfaust you. I swear to God, if you get out of that tank and he murders... Actually, no. If he murders you right now, this is going to be so stupid. He's going to Panzerfaust you, isn't he? You are so close to dying, it's not even funny. You are so close. Oh my God. How are you alive right now? Seriously. How? Okay, with the Panzer IV gone, Lily's probably going to have to go a little bit more defensive. He has double packs, so he should be fine against armor, but... Oh my God. Oh my God, can we get... Oh, he's gonna... Oh, he's so close to Panzerfausting that thing again. That would have been incredible. But now on the retreat, he knows that the Americans do have an AT gun, so... And in that time, actually, Lily's just like, what? The American player was able to push all the way to Lily's fuel. That's right. Now the American player is actually getting way more fuel than the German player. So congratulations for the counterattack. Now, we have assault grens. Placing mines, not a bad idea. Again, I like mines. Mines are pretty good and effective. The American ones are a bit expensive, but still they're pretty effective against light armor. The problem is, again, no matter that type of mine, if it hits the infantry, most is going to kill 2. I hate that. I hate the fact it's guaranteed to kill 2. It's like, oh, we want to reduce the RNG. No, if the idiot is clustering all of his forces together, I want a lot of I want a lot of men to die. If they're gonna blob, let the man who is gonna walk on that mine next to the giant blob take out all the guys with him. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, now look. We look here overall point wise. Yeah, Lily's been doing a pretty fantastic job. So the fact that now the American player's like, I'm gonna take the points now and start weakening him. It's like, doesn't really matter, because I hate when people are like, it gets close to the end and they rush. It's like, no, you have plenty of time to refocus your strategy, come back with a clear mindset and counter. And that's exactly what he's kind of doing. You know you can get out of this, right? There's a decrew button. Alright. there's a decrew button. You can get these guys, pop them out, and heal the tank. Alright? You can do that. That is a thing. I promise you, you will not be hurt by this. Just get out and heal your tank. Alright, nice job at least with the mines. At least countering in that capacity. Would be very surprised if you didn't grab a minesweeper. But we shall see. 3 grenadiers with all MG42s as sidearms. Not going great, I would say. Not going to go all that well for the American player, because we can see here the American player, not a lot of frontline infantry. I know you can say, oh, assault grens, well, they're good close range. Guess what happens in big open wide areas? Grenadiers own. Anyway, American player pushing up with a guy with, is that 2 bars? Yeah, it's 2 bars. Okay, very effective. Could probably hold his own against this Grenadier player. With also the Panzer Grenadier here, more likely it'll be more stalemate, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Rifle grenade. Very nice hit, knocking out that, whatever that was. Anyway, falling back. If I was him, I would probably want more riflemen for frontline infantry. Are you going to get yourself a major? Oh, I'm so glad that you're healing with that instead of your vehicle crew, which is designed to heal it. Anyway, I would go with more frontline infantry as riflemen. But the problem is these riflemen are not, like, the ones with bazookas are not equipped to really fight other infantry, so the Grenadiers have an advantage. Plus, there's more Grenadiers than riflemen, so the Grenadiers will have a clear advantage unless they hit a mine like that. Oh, look, automatically 2. Well, that sucks. Nice flamethrower, just making them retreat. Even though the 3-star Grenadier squad would probably kick that assault gren's ass. Would probably annihilate it. Just putting that out there. Oh dear Lord, I heard that. Why? Just why? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Sherman bulldozer. I cannot wait for this thing to not change the tide of battle at all. It's good. It's really good against infantry, but right. I mean, don't worry. Right now, the enemy has a lot of infantry you have to worry about, but the enemy also has a pack gun and another pack gun on standby. And I feel like if this guy tries to charge with his bulldozer, he's gonna get annihilated. Like, that's my honest feeling. Anyway, the guy that's actually good against infantry is being annihilated by a tank and some Panzer Grenadiers. So on the right side, that's a fail. He'll just move up and probably take the stuff on the right. No problem. Oh, yeah, Minesweeper. There you go. Very nice. Nice shot with the bulldozer. Again, it's like a howitzer shot. It has that curve bounce. Nice job using that bulldozer to somehow reflect a pack gun shot. Managing to retreat. I mean, it was so impressive with those shots. It did so much against infantry. Wow, actually kind of surprised they didn't do more damage. You know you can get out, right? And there he goes. Alright, well, good for him. AT gun and Wolverine in mid, so that should help in case they do send their armor forward, but we'll see how well that goes. Again, this guy's not dumb. Typically he has forces with him, with his armor. The American player did one good move taking out that last Panzer IV, but we'll see if this one... Because I think that the other guy was just shocked that a random Wolverine just popped out of the force and was like, what? But yeah, right now it's a battle of attrition, and overall for tactics, I feel like the German player has done a lot better maneuvers. Also, just like, you can jump out of the vehicle. Do that, please. Just please. Wolverine on the retreat. Panzer IV. Looked like it was coming in to assist. I mean, I would if I was him. More riflemen with bars. So, very good. It can definitely help fight against that. Nice mortar hit. Again, mortar, now number 2. Show accuracy rate of fire. So, it makes it very, very good. You got more assault grenadiers. Again, decrew. You heal so fast. Anyway, grab this spot. Alrighty, so right now, yeah, get that territory. The American player needs to actually start pressing that gas and capturing territory, because if he doesn't do that soon, he will lose this game simply because of the star. I mean, he has not done very well holding territory. Actually, a fighting position might help him. Well, no, the enemy has a lot of pack guns, so if any bunker or fighting position could be uprooted very easily. Mortars could be a good idea. I'm trying to think of a good strategy against Lily. Lily's doing a very good job keeping, like, all these Grenadiers at 3-star are very, very good, because again, that just allows for very powerful infantry to just roam the battlefield. We have 240 coming in, so I assume he's just gonna leave. Here comes the barrage. Man, that looked powerful. I'm glad he just moved the MG literally about 40 feet to his, to his right. I also love how this area is being hit, even though this area is the place that he put it at. Man, it's like all this was hit, even though it was like over here, which was called in. That barrage is good for like hanging out just that area in general. Jesus Christ, it was over here. Why the hell is all these barrages going like so far on this side? I'm actually curious where this last one's gonna go. Wow, that was a little closer. Congratulations. Take the territory. Take the territory. Don't leave the territory without taking the territory. Alright, this would be a good idea to move up a Wolverine. Oh, nope, he retreated. Never mind. Fall back. And now Big Papa's coming in. And what do I mean by that? Tiger tank. And guess what that bulldozer does not have a main weapon to really fight? A tiger. Guess what that Wolverine oh my god, really? Wolverine's like, I'm gonna come in and save the day, Fury style, and fire a shot into the fuel tank. Even though that thing doesn't have armor to survive like 2 shots from a tiger, let alone all this AT. Nice shot in the retreat, another Wolverine in. I swear to God, if he just moves over with all of his armor and just one-shots that Wolverine, that'll make my day. At range. Nice shot with that pack gun. Hitting the mine, bulldozer shot bounced off the tiger. Tiger's like, hey, what's up? Takes it out, pack gun on standby, and say goodbye to the bulldozer, everybody. That was a decisive knockout for all of Rex's armor. And barely any damage done to the German armor. Really. Seriously. Yeah. I would also say wow. I would also say wow. Got me stressed. But to be fair, it's like all that armor popping out, I was like, what am I versing here? But it wasn't supported by any American infantry. The best thing you had going for you was that mining the tiger. If you would have used your AT guns to like get to knock it out, that'd been great. But your AT gun was knocked out, and then all the other armor was just like rendered kaput. Yeah, not a great strategy. I don't know what you were trying to do fighting a tiger tank like that, but it just did not go very well. Now I'm gonna fast forward through this part because oh my God, you lost your Grenadier. I'm so sorry for you. Because that's going to be pretty much game. I feel like that's game. You can get yourself an AT gun, a few more pieces of infantry kind of back, kind of just rush around, capture points or whatever. But you're really not going to turn the tide. The amount of fuel you have, you still haven't gotten a major. And I don't think... Great, you're grabbing yourself another rifleman. Well, a little too late. I feel like more riflemen would have been a good idea. But... And especially if you equip to them. And okay, you have AT guns. Not bad. See, now you're trying to go more what the Americans do well. And it's like, go, okay, riflemen and bars, bazookas, you know, kind of group up together. Okay, have pack guns guard, and you can actually push back the, tiger tank with 2 pack guns, like, supporting, like, a big infantry push. Yes, I could see that happening. but it's a little too late. Plus, where are your infantry? Like, where... Okay, there's a couple. And the other two are there. Well, you do know you... Oh, my God. If only he had sight. If only he could see that Panzer IV. Okay, assault guns are moving up, so I'll capture this. And then both ET guns will open fire. But I think he'll probably lose by points. Probably long... Well, nice miss. Oh, wow. I actually pushed him back. Congratulations. 3-star Panzer Grenadier squad's like, hello. And just mows him down, though. And now it's going to move up and own them. This is why you need infantry to support this stuff. So that way, you know, this it's just simple infantry can't just walk up and own all your AT guns. Did you ever get a lieutenant? No, I was going to say an MG would probably have been really good. But yeah, Panzer Grenadier Squad just rolls up and pretty much annihilates both AT guns. Because, you know, no infantry support whatsoever. And with that, he's gonna call it kaput. Tiger tank can pretty much roll up and annihilate all this stuff pretty quickly. Yeah. And if I was him, I would just try to kill the AT guns. Not even take it, just have the Tiger direct strike it, knock it out. But yeah, that's game. There was nothing the American player could really do to counterattack. Unfortunately, it's just one of those scenarios where it's... I could see what he was trying to do, but it just didn't work out. Yeah. Now again, what the American player do well? I think ambushing was fine, but I actually kind of suffered in kind of doing poor infantry tactics, which I was very surprised about, especially his condition. So poor infantry tactics and just an overall, the best way to put it is just overall, I was kind of just disappointed. I was really disappointed about how he really uses infantry and armor. Again, of all the doctrines to go, I hate Armor Company. He didn't really use the assault guns great. He didn't use the 240. I don't know why you picked this doctrine. It was not a good fit on this map. Don't go this stupid doctrine. Don't. Unless the enemy's like OKW and heavily fortifying, do not go it. Don't. Just please get... I think paratroopers would have been better. I think rangers would have been better. Yeah, this was not a good choice for you. I know it's like, oh, but the Wolverine, it's like, yo, congratulations. Anti-tank guns would have been great as well. Or keeping the Stewart alive and not rushing that in. Lily did fantastic in support, the MGs, the AT guns, etc. Kept them alive most of the time and was able to really much support frontline infantry, which is probably the highlight. Keeping those, again, a lot of grenadiers, a lot of high vet grenadiers doing a lot of damage, taking a lot of territory, keeping the front line going, also holding key choke points. Very well done. Very well done. In any case, damage-wise, yeah. You can just tell, overall, again, ton of kills, ton of damage, not so much for this guy. But, yeah, that's game. That is game. In any case, well, let me actually switch over to... Can we switch? There we go. Yeah, 8,049 kills, number of deaths 2, versus this guy's rifleman, which had 236. So, yeah. The Grenadiers did better. In any case, guys, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.